Farming, it's always changing. It's cyclical in nature, both economical and how each person farms. Today, we're going to talk about farming in a chronological manner. I'm going to share with you some things I've experienced from being on the farm, and if I leave something out, maybe y'all can tell me. The way you farm can be a make it or break it deal. We all hear people going under every year in farming. I worked as a spray rig technician for a year, and I've also worked on a farm for a year. I've seen both sides of it. I've also experienced what it's like to be on a farm that couldn't make it. I'm going to go over ground preparation, planting, watering, and harvest. With that being said, groundwork is what gets the ball rolling. Tillage comes before anything else, unless you're in a no-till situation. No-till has its ups and downs, like everything else does. Some of the pros are it can reduce erosion to wind and water, but a downfall is it can reduce your maximum yield potential. When you use a tillage method, whether it be discant or subsoiling, the problem you may face is losing nutrients from the soil due to the environment, according to agriculture and consumer protection. It really comes down to the farmer's situation when it comes to the method of ground prep he uses. Once you have your ground ready, it's getting ready to plant. Just like working up the ground, there's a couple different ways to handle planting season. You can either use a drill planter or you can plant on rows, and there's ups and downs to both of those too. I spoke with my teacher, Barry Corley, about the pros and cons to both ways of planting. Pros to planting with a drill is you get more crops in the ground, and the pros to planting on rows are you have better irrigation management, better weed control, and more available sunlight for the crops in the field. For a crop to make it through these hot Delta summers, irrigation is nearly a must. There's always more than one way to do something on the farm, including how you irrigate. The majority of what you'll see in the Delta is a well with a pivot or a riser with polypipe. After reading MSU's Rice Grower's Guide, there's a lot of pros to using polypipe. There's not much maintenance on polypipe, and you don't have to keep it for the next year. Overhead center pivots are good for ground that isn't landformed yet, but with years of use, they require more upkeep. Once you pick up your polypipe or cut your pivot off for the year, that means you're getting ready to roll into harvest. There's really only one way to harvest. Whether you have cotton, corn, beans, rice, or wheat, you're only going to use one or two options: a combine or a cotton picker. After talking to my old farm manager, Stephen Keith, it really depends on the size of your farm if you'll own your own combine or pay for custom harvesters to come in and work the ground for you. All in all, it comes down to how many acres you have and of which crop. Paul Harvey once said, "So God made a farmer. Without farmers, who would feed this nation and many other countries?" We've covered everything from ground prep to planting and watering to finishing with harvesting your crop that you've nurtured all season long. So I come to an end. Is there anything anyone would like to add? No? Thank you for attending, and that will conclude my speech.